This week's weekly ritual is dedicated to the music and the memory of legendary Procol Harum frontman Gary Brooker and Screaming Trees, Queens of the Stone Age, and acclaimed solo artist Mark Lanegan, who both passed away this week. Rest in power. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Keefy, and you're watching the Weekly Ritual, Ghost Cult's news show, right here on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. GhostCultMag.com is a small business. With that out of the way, let's get into it.
In case you missed it, features at Ghost Cult.
We kick this week's features off with an interview with Earle Thunders of the Swaggerlies. Their new album, The Last of the One and Onlys, is out now. We also talked to Riley McShane of Allegaeon. Their new album, Damn Them, is out today on Metal Blade. Pantera's iconic Vulgar Display of Power album turns 30 today, and we ran a special feature on it. You can also catch me on the Glacially musical podcast, Beer, Metal, Swearing, and Vinyl. This week, we continue our series on Robert Plant.
And now, the news rundown.
Huge news as Aftershock Festival has announced a lineup for their huge 10th anniversary edition. Tremendous co-headliners on every day of the bill, including Foo Fighters, Rob Zombie, Judas Priest, My Chemical Romance, and many more. Megadeth and Lamb of God have announced the makeup dates for the Metal Tour of the Year. Dates for Canada that were previously canceled. Firefly Festival has announced the lineup for their annual festival, and it's a banger. They've got pop stars and punk rockers such as Green Day and Weezer and All Time Low, but also Charlie XCX, Dua Lipa, and Halsey. Psycho Las Vegas, already headlined by Emperor and Merciful Fate, have announced a ton of new news for the festival this year. They're moving to a new venue, they're going to add 2 more stages, and a ton more bands. Passes are on sale now. Big news for Spirit Box. They will headline their very first show ever in the UK, following their appearance at Download 2022. Gore has announced a world tour to support their upcoming new album. Spite has announced a bunch of new tour dates supporting their upcoming new album. Testament is finally making it back to Europe following the Bay Strikes Back tour this spring. They're going to hit all the European festivals as well as headline dates with Exodus and Heathen. Enter Shikari has moved their tour dates from the spring to the fall to support their appearance at Aftershock, which we just mentioned. Portuguese psychedelic rockers The Black Wizards have announced a tour of Europe. Coheed and Cambria has announced a huge headline tour with support from Dance Gavin Dance, which means you can show up late. After the Burial and Thy Art Is Murder has announced a co-headline tour. Overkill and Prong will soon kick off their upcoming co-headline tour. Atomic Bitchwax and Valley of the Sun will kick off their new tour soon. For a tour that's already underway, Under Oath is on tour right now, supporting their recent album Voyeurist. We're here to pump you up. Dee Snider and his solo band will perform at the Arnold Fest in Cincinnati, Ohio next month. The Arnold Fest is the annual fitness and wellness festival that attracts 100,000 fans, and Dee Snider will put on a show with his killer band. Kittie has announced in addition to their exclusive appearance at the When We Were Young Fest, they will also perform at the upcoming Blue Ridge Rock Festival. You remember that was a disaster in 2022, so fingers crossed that thing even happens. Congratulations to Chemist, who have been announced as the opening band on the upcoming Opeth and Mastodon co-headline tour. As a result, Chemist has canceled their own headline tour of the West Coast. Census Fail has suddenly had to cancel their upcoming tour with We Came as Romans, Counterparts, and See You Space Cowboy, much to the dismay of some of the opening bands who took to the internet to complain. Frontman Buddy Nielsen is about to experience the birth of his first child, congratulations, and the band has reportedly already accepted another tour themselves, which led to the cancellation. In the big news this week, traitor to America, John Schaffer of Iced Earth continues to work with the Justice Department of the USA to help convict people guilty of the treasonous insurrection on the United States on January 6, 2021. He continues to trade away his supposed knowledge of the inner workings of the Proud Boys to escape more jail time. Happy birthday, Metal Blade Records. They are celebrating 40 years this year, and this is the label that has put everybody you love on the map. Metallica, Slayer, Armored Saint, Cannibal Corpse, and countless more. And they are releasing an incredible year of events and releases and sponsored festivals and tours, but The big news is they are reissuing Metal Massacre 1, the granddaddy of them all that featured the first recordings of Metallica, Rat, Cirith Ungol, and others, and that's coming on an exclusive limited edition vinyl. It actually crashed the Metallica website when they were trying to sell it. It crashed the Metal Blade indie merch store, but you can get yours now. They're gonna sell out. Synth rockers Health have announced a new album, another collaborative album with a bunch of guest appearances. They dropped a new single with Lamb of God, and this album will feature their recent collabos with Nine Inch Nails, Poppy, and many more. Fresh off their shocking collabo at the Brit Awards a few weeks ago, pop star Ed Sheeran and metalcore band Bring Me the Horizon have released their cover of Bad Habits together. I gotta admit, it works. Sad news, as Yesterday and Today frontman Dave Meiniketti has been diagnosed with prostate cancer. He expects to make a full recovery, and we're pulling for you to kick cancer's ass, Dave. Red alert, y'all! Downset is back. The incredible LA rap metal hardcore band has signed with Nuclear Blast Records. They're going to release a series of 7-inch singles you can buy now, and they are working on a new album for Nuclear Blast due either later in 2022 or early in 2023. Heavy metal legends Accept have signed with Napalm Records for a new deal, and they are working on new music. Chris Barnes is finding out the hard way that you cannot shit on current death metal bands or your former band, Cannibal Corpse. Cannibal Corpse is on the road right now, and you can go to a show and hear chants of Chris Barnes every chance they can. Satanic doo-wop band Twin Temple has released an incredible and hilarious animated video that's also not safe for work for their song Let's Have a Satanic Orgy in both English and Spanish. The band is currently on tour supporting the co-headline tour from Ghost and Volbeat. Progressive rock duo Temple of Shadows, featuring JD, formerly of Ice Nine Kills, has released their new single, The Hanged Man. Their tarot card-inspired full-length album is coming soon. And our friends in Misery Index have finished their new album and announced the title will be Complete Control, coming soon from Season of Mist.
And now for a look at New Music Friday. Abraham, Le Brie de Monde Perdu, Pelagic Records. Allegaeon, Damnum, Metal Blade Records. Apollinara, Shadows and Signs, self-released. Bad Omens, The Death of Peace of Mind, Sumerian Records. Ceremonial Castings, Our Journey Through Forever, Eismold Records. Cobra the Impaler, Colossal Gods, Listenable Records. Deadhead, Hatland, Petrichor Records. Death Bell, A Nocturnal Crossing, Svart Recordings. Early Eyes, Look Alive, Epitaph Records. 8 Bells, Legacy of Ruin, Prophecy Productions. Embryotic Devourment, Heresy of the Highest Order, Unique Leader Records. Fire Breather, Dwell in the Fog, Writing Easy Records. George Corpse Grinder Fisher, Corpse Grinder, Perseverance Recordings. Hammerfall, Hammer of Dawn, Napalm Records. Hibosajo, Yosa, Svart Recordings. Scorpions, Rock Believer, Spine Farm Records. Shape of Despair, Return to the Void, Season of Mist. Short Stack, Maybe There's No Heaven, UNFD. Svartsal, Kumbel, Mighty Music. And Tankard, For 1,000 Beers, box set, Noise Records and Nuclear Blast. And now for a look in our mailbag.
This week's mailbag, we got a package in the mail from Rare Bird Books. They're awesome. They've put out books from Frank Bello and Jeremy Schaffer and many more artists, and they sent me something. Let's see what it is. I got this awesome Head on a Pike, the illustrated lyrics of Matt Pike of High on Fire. This came out just recently. Matt just released his new solo album, Matt Pike vs. the Automaton, on Monarch Heavy label, and this is awesome. This is a beautiful, beautiful book. We talked to Matt all about it in a recent interview, which you can check out at the link above, and he even autographed it to me. Aww. You made it to this part of the show, so you know what time it is. It's the end. GhostCallMag.com is a small business, and we appreciate the support. As we say every week at this juncture of the show, it's a tough time in the world, so please take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and remember, what's that? Ah!